I got Xena, she's now 15 weeks old. She's a chocolate lab. I've had several alerts. The first alert was her huffing and puffing and jumping on me, neither of which she had done before, other than a quick jump while she was still learning. And when I checked my blood sugar, it was very low.
Mary McKnight here with Service Dog Academy and Diabetic Alert Dog University. It is Monday, which means it's Medical Alert Dog Monday, where I answer your questions about medical alert dog training. This week, however, I am going to switch things up a bit, and I'm going to tell you about an experience that I have been having since October of 2017. So just FYI, I haven't given you a lot of videos in the last couple weeks because I've been sick. I have had a monster cold, and I don't know if you can hear. I'm still wheezing from it. So this has been over a month that I've had this stupid cold that I can't seem to get rid of, and it's all in my lungs and stuff. But what I want to tell you is the staggering, just amazing results that I've had from a ketogenic diet. And if you don't know what a ketogenic diet is it's a diet that completely flips the United States food pyramid upside down. And what I eat is I eat 70% fat, 25% protein, and 5% carbohydrates, which means I keep my carbohydrates under 20 grams of carbohydrates each day. Not 20 grams per meal, but 20 grams of carbohydrate each day. And what it has done for me is I have actually lost 40 pounds from this. And so now you're going to just see my before picture. I'm going to show you this now. Here's my before picture. And here is my current weight. So you can see there is a significant difference in my facial features and just my overall body and the glow that I have now than compared to several months ago or even several years ago. So I've lost 40 pounds on this ketogenic diet, and all the food tastes amazing. But what you may not know is the ketogenic diet is actually what they used to do. They used to put type 1 diabetics on prior to the development of insulin. So type 1 diabetics were kept alive using a ketogenic diet because, again, what this does is it totally removes excess carbohydrates out of your diet, and you fuel your body using fat instead of glucose or sugar or carbohydrates. So we go from a strictly sugar burning mode in our body to a fat burning mode. It kind of tricks your body into thinking that you're in starvation mode, but you're really not. You're actually fueling your body with primarily fat. So what this has done, again, I've lost 40 pounds, but I've also gone from having 2 to 5 migraines a month to 1 single migraine in 7 months. And that is just, I've never been migraine free like this since I've been 19 years of age. I have had migraines since 19, and I've had at least 1 migraine a month since I was 19, but it's been, mostly anywhere from 2 to 5 migraines a month. But in 7 months, I've only had 1 migraine. And that is just an amazing result for me. And what you may not know about the ketogenic diet is that it is also a diet that they put kids with epilepsy that don't respond to medication on. So there is actually a lot of the medication that they put people with migraines on is actually medication that they use for people with seizures. So there's sort of a link between migraines and seizures. So this ketogenic diet has done wonders for my migraines. I mean, I can't complain. To go from 2 to 5 migraines a month to 1 in 7 months, it's just unbelievable. I've never been able to have that result with just medication alone. The other thing that's happened is my neuropathy. Now, I am 40, going on 41 years of age, and I have had neuropathy for about 5 years. And I'm talking about level 5 to level 7, sometimes 8 pain every single day in my feet. And what has happened is I've gone from a level 5 to 8 every day to a level probably 2 pain every day in my feet. So this diet has completely changed my my experience of what neuropathy feels like at my feet. And also my blood pressure medication. I don't have to take high blood pressure medication anymore. I have totally gotten rid of my high blood pressure. Even though I eat a ton of salt on this diet and a ton of fat, I don't have high blood pressure anymore. Another thing that has happened is my A1C level has gone from 6.7 to 5.1 and actually it happened with less than 3 months of the diet. I went from a 6.7 A1C level to a 5.1 A1C level. And I also went from having 2 to 4 low blood sugars a day to 1 to 2 low blood sugars a week. And what's really cool is that the low blood sugars, when they do happen, my body actually accesses my stored fat and produces glucose for my brain. So I don't even have to really do anything when my blood sugar goes low now. I don't have to like fuel up with, bananas and sugar and honey and stuff like that. I don't have to do that anymore. My body goes, hey, her blood sugar's low, let's raise it up. And it through a process called glyconeogenesis, I think it's called. And it accesses my stored fat and makes glucose and ketones for my brain to use. So this has been a life-changing experience for me. And to not have the super highs and super lows that I was having and the kind of bipolar like mood swings that I was having with these, low and high blood sugars, it's just, I don't even care about the weight loss anymore. I'm so excited to have a stable mood now because my blood sugar is actually stable. Another thing that's happened is I have endometriosis, and that means that I have, I've had a large cyst the size of a grapefruit removed off of my ovary, and I had extremely painful periods, and sometimes they would be every 2 to 3 months. And what has happened is my periods have completely regulated out, and I now have normal periods. I don't have super bad painful ones anymore, which is absolutely amazing. And it's actually, people go, oh, I'd love to have, a period every 3 months. But in reality, it's not good for your body to have a period every 3 months. You really should be having a period once every 28 days or every 30 days, like you're supposed to. So it's been amazing. This diet, I can't even begin to describe how amazing this diet has been. So not only have I lost my neuropathy, or my neuropathy has been reduced, my periods have been gone from irregular to normal and from painful to not painful. I no longer have severe blood sugar swings anymore. My migraines are gone. Thank goodness. Amen. Yay, Jesus. I've lost 40 pounds. My A1C has gone from 6.7 to 5.1. But the other thing that's happened with this is that I have almost endless amounts of energy, which is absolutely amazing. I was able to go in my backyard and till the backyard up completely, put down a layer of grass seed and put down a layer of compost on top of that, leaf compost on top of that. I worked probably 8 hours, and I barely felt any sort of muscle pain or anything from that. I worked 8 solid hours on this backyard, and I did not have a single low blood sugar episode from it. And I barely had to fuel myself for it because my body was accessing its stored fat and using it to help me with energy and using it to help fuel my brain and fuel my body. So I highly encourage you, even if you're a type 1 diabetic, to look into the ketogenic diet and what it can help do for you, because these results. Oh, the other thing that I've also had too is I've had a reduction in my eczema episodes. So I used to have eczema like once a month. I mean, I would have sores on my hands all the time, and it felt like fire. Like water literally felt like fire on my hands all the time. And I'm going to show you a photo of what my hands used to look like. So this is what my hands used to look like. I used to have to wrap them with bandages and wear gloves at night and use all sorts of steroid creams and stuff like that. And now I don't have to do that anymore. However, when I went to Seattle and did a class in Seattle, a diabetic alert dog training class in Seattle, The day that my class ended, I had some Beecher's macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness. Totally, completely kicked me out of ketosis, which again is different than ketoacidosis. Ketosis and ketoacidosis are two completely different processes. So I ended up being kicked out of ketosis, and I stopped eating my ketogenic diet for 3 days. This was 6 months into ketogenic living. I was kicked out of ketosis for 3 days. You know, I ate a couple grilled cheeses. I ate a piece of cake. I ate a brownie. You know, I went back to kind of normal standard American diet. I drank a Coke. And this, unfortunately, is the result of that. I started having eczema on my hands again. And, you know, your skin is the largest organ of your body. And that, you know, just 3 days of not eating a ketogenic diet, I went from getting eczema, got eczema on my hands again now. And within 24 hours, literally 24 hours out of being out of ketosis, my feet started hurting at a 5 to 8 level pain for almost 5 to 7 days straight. So, I mean, this ketogenic diet has, I will never eat a normal standard American diet ever again. Unless it's an emergency situation, I will never eat a normal standard American diet ever again, because I have physically felt the results of eating a ketogenic diet, and the food is amazing, you know, and the health benefits have been utterly mind-blowing. I mean, just mind-blowing. I would never have guessed that I would have been able to fix, you know, all of these things that have been wrong with me through diet alone. And the other thing that's also happened too with the ketogenic diet is my asthma symptoms have improved significantly as well. They've not improved to the point to where that I can say that I don't have to take medication anymore, but I have less asthma episodes than I did, you know, a year ago. So, you know, this diet, I highly recommend that you look into, and you're going to get information on our email list. If you've been on our email list, you're going to get information on where to go, what resources to look at, how to, you know, find recipes, and how to get into ketosis, how to stay in ketosis. And again, ketosis is completely different than ketoacidosis, so it's completely safe to be in. If you are a type 1 or a type 2 diabetic, you can be in ketosis and, you know, throwing ketones into your urine and still be absolutely, completely safe. You just have to reduce your carbohydrates down to 20 carbs per day, 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. And I know that's about probably 5/6 of a Snickers bar. So I've been very good. I've learned a lot about how to count carbs at this point, and you know, how much carbs is in each thing that I eat. So again, what can happen with a diabetic is, you can see from my actual A1C level results, I've gone from a 6.7 to a 5.1, which is, you know, without medication whatsoever. And type 1 diabetics and type 2 diabetics, they can reduce their insulin uses, which, you know, if you're paying for your insulin right now, you know, to even be able to half or quarter your insulin can make a significant budgetary difference in your entire lifestyle. So I cannot highly recommend this ketogenic diet enough. The amount of energy that I have, the lack of pain that I have every single day, and the amount of you know, weight that I've lost, and the health benefits that have come through this, I cannot recommend it highly enough. So again, I'm going to send you resources over email, and they'll be linked on our webpage. So you can get information on how to do a ketogenic diet if you are a type 1 or type 2 diabetic, or if you're just a normal person who wants to lose some weight and wants to feel good. We will be having another Medical Alert Dog class coming up over Memorial Day weekend in 2018, because again, some of you watch these videos several years after I have posted them. The class is being held May 25th through the 28th, and registration closes on May 4th. So get your calls into me really quickly, because you only got a couple weeks to register for this class. I know it's been, you know, a little late announcing this class, but I actually have been incredibly sick since before I went to Seattle. So again, I wish you luck on this diet, and I cannot wait to hear about how a ketogenic diet has completely changed your life like it has mine. Good luck. Send me your questions for Medical Alert Dog Monday, and I can't wait to answer them next week.